Hey there, this is TJR, and I wanted to give some reaction to this whole Kanye West, Beck, Best Album of the Year Grammy Awards flap that occurred over the last day or so. I should point out first that I am a voting member of the Recording Academy. And some people, when I mention the Recording Academy, they say, "Who's that?" I say, "Well, that's the Grammy Awards." So I vote every year in the Grammy Awards. And so I wanted to give my perspective on this as a voting member. Now, first of all, I wanted to say I was reading on Facebook where people were commenting on this situation, saying that Beck should have slugged him. He should have slugged Kanye. I don't think those people. I don't think those people realize, or probably didn't watch the broadcast. Kanye did not do this on stage. He walked up to the stage, and people thought he was about to repeat what he did with Taylor Swift a few years ago. And then he smiled and walked back. And everybody thought it was a joke. Beck was like, "Hey, come on, come back here." And he didn't come back. And so everybody just thought it was a joke. So first of all, this didn't happen on stage. Now, after the fact, while talking to some reporters, Kanye said that Beck and the Grammy Awards do not respect real artists. Beck knew he shouldn't have won this award. He should have given it to Beyonce because she deserved it. And that the Grammys don't respect real artists, and they should not have given the award to Beck. Now, first of all, this is just a tremendously immature thing to say. I get the feeling that Kanye doesn't quite understand who the Grammys are. I get the feeling that, based on how he describes it, that he must think that the Grammys are a couple of guys, some old men who sit in a room smoking cigars and say, "Hey, let's give the award to this guy right here." The voting membership of the Grammys is, the voting body, I should say, is incredibly large and diverse group of people all across the United States. We are songwriters, musicians, vocalists, recording engineers, record producers, educators. The list goes on and on and on and on. So basically, Kanye is saying that we, the voting membership, don't respect real artists because we gave the award to Beck. We voted for Beck. More of us, I should say, probably voted for Beck. I'm sure people voted for Beyonce too, but as they did with the other artists, but just more of the votes went to Beck. I myself personally voted for Beck. I voted for Morning Phase. Out of the albums that were available, I thought that was the most worthy one. That's my opinion. My opinion about Beck is I think he should have gotten a Grammy ages ago. No one since the Beatles has really made me realize that popular music can be anything, that there are no rules. And Beck has proven that to me over and over again. Now, after that initial interview, Kanye was kind of cornered by reporters again and was asked, "Are you saying that Beck isn't a real artist?" And he tried to backpedal and tried to say, I just saying the Grammy Awards, that, they don't recognize real artists. And if they continue to not recognize real artists, we're not going to play. I guess meaning like artists like him, who are the real artists, are no longer going to perform on the Grammys. And, it's a subjective thing, who you like, who you don't like. Everybody that was nominated is very talented, and I'm sure everybody got votes that was nominated, but just more of the votes once again went to Beck. But by saying, the Grammys don't respect real artists, he is saying, by extension, that Beck is not a real artist. And this is tremendously immature. And I think it is Kanye who is the one who does not respect artists, because no real artist would say something like that. And it's a shame for him, because he was just coming out of a downhill period where people were knowing him, the general public knew him more for his antics than his music. And anytime people know you more for your antics than your music, that's just not a good thing. He was starting to come back up. He did this song with Paul McCartney, Only One, that was getting a lot of critical praise, and people were finally looking at him for his music again. And then he goes and does this. And now people are talking about, guess what? His antics. So the real loser in this is Kanye West. And I liked Only One a lot. I put a piano cover of it on my YouTube page. And in fact, I released a guitar rendition too. I was actually working on a studio recording kind of sorry I did now, to be honest, after hearing him say these things. I'm probably going to go ahead with my studio rendition and release it. That was my plan. I put a lot of work into it, so I'm going to still do it anyways. It's still a good song. But yeah, this was just a tremendously immature thing to say, and I think Kanye needs to learn how to respect artists. Anyways, this is TJR. Thanks for watching.